For a year and a half, I've been coming to the region, trying to sell the idea of normalization between Saudi Arabia and Israel. What would that look like? Saudi Arabia would recognize the state of Israel, create diplomatic ties, thus ending the Arab-Israeli conflict. The biggest change in my lifetime, your lifetime, in the Mideast.
Right, but the Saudis have also been very clear that what they want in return, that there needs to be a viable, sovereign, independent Palestinian state which the Israelis recognize.
They want two things. For them to recognize the state of Israel, they want a defense agreement with the United States. Saudi Arabia and the United States would have a mutual defense agreement like we have with Japan and Australia. In other words, the United States would go to war for Saudi Arabia. That requires 67 votes in the U.S. Senate.
But the Israelis also have to want to recognize an independent Palestinian state. They're not going to do that.
An independent sovereign nation called Palestine, with security guarantees for Israel to make sure there's no future October 7th. It will be more like an emirate than it will be a democracy. MBS and MBZ at the UAE will come in and rebuild Gaza. They will reform the PA. They will create an enclave in the Palestine that can live in peace and harmony with Israel. They will stop teaching their children to kill the Jews. A de-radicalized, a demilitarized Palestinian enclave is what Israel wants. And here's the rub. After October 7th, declaring a Palestinian state after the attack would be seen as rewarding terrorism. That's the universal view of the Jewish people. The two-state solution, as we know it, died on October the 7th. If we don't do the deal on Biden's watch, there will be no normalization between Saudi Arabia and Israel.
Because
I can't get 67 votes.
Right.